Your partner, man. Who is your partner, man? Who is your partner, man? Who, man? I'm gonna start out to saying it's your partner and Penny. You know what I'm talking about, her, man. Every time she see me come over here, man, she comes sit the thing right on my lap, man. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna have to start introducing us as it's your partner and Penny, man. You know what I'm talking about? Who? Looking at her, you know what I'm talking about? It's your partner, man. Who? You know what I'm talking about? What's good with the people, man? How is y'all doing on this wonderful world of weird? It's a wonderful world of weird. What you talking about, bro? We gonna get into it, but before we do that, what's good? People like hee hee, ha ha. You know what I'm talking about? Ken and the pen, man. All my folks incarcerated. All my folks who ain't, man. Everybody on the bottom of that thing. Everybody on top of that thing, man. Keep the head up. Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Swinging that thing, young man. Worldwide INC. Worldwide Incorporated. Worldwide, man. They say, bro, what that mean, man? I mean everybody included, man. You know what I'm talking about? Bring it on in. You know what I'm talking about? Mike Cutthroat and Dugu, man. You know what I'm talking about? Just talked to him yesterday, man. You know what I'm talking about? I told him, man, I'm gonna keep you alive, man. You know what I'm talking about, man? I'm gonna keep you alive, man. You know what I'm talking about, man? Y'all just talked to him the other day, man. Yesterday. You know what I'm talking about? I just talked to my man yesterday, man. You know what I'm talking about? And I told him, man, I'm gonna keep us alive, man. If nobody else, I ain't gonna let them forget about us, man. You know what I'm talking about? My folks, man. Same thing, everybody on the bottom of the thing. Hold on, Lil Root, not Lil Root, but Lil Root. You know what I'm talking about? Tata the player, that's who comes next. Special shouts out to Tata, man. You know what I'm talking about? And same thing, bro. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing. Keep their head up, keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. Let's get through them disclaimers. A good brother like myself, I don't promote no drug usage or drug sellage or alcohol consumption. You know what I'm talking about? Don't take a sip of that, sip of that. You know what I'm talking about? Don't do it. Good brother like myself, man. I ain't prejudiced. No, look, good brother like myself, man. I don't promote no crime. I don't promote no I don't promote no crime. I don't promote no violence. I don't promote no domestic violence. You know what I'm talking about? Keep your hands off them people. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no negativity. No, man. Me, man, I don't promote shh. That's what I don't promote shh. All I promote is y'all go ahead, do what you gonna do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen, because we don't know how much of it we got, man. You know what I'm talking about? As a matter of fact, man, you know what I'm talking about? I'm on a quest to bring that peace, that joy. You know what I'm talking about? That love. Would you say, red? That love back to YouTube community, man. You with me? Hey, check it out. Psst, 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 psst. Man, come fuck with a nigga one time, man. You know what I'm talking about? Hold on, Miss Penny. Y'all see how Miss Penny look to see if she need to follow me or not. What's good with the people, man? How is y'all doing on this wonderful world of weird Wednesday? You say wonderful world of weird Wednesday, man. What is you talking about? Just that right there. You know what I'm talking about? Mama says, mama always says, man, brush them whiskers when you on TV, man. You know what I'm talking about? Coffee Chronicles, classic roast, piping hot. You know what I'm talking about? Piping hot. They say, Blue, why do you fuck with it like that? Because if I know, ain't nobody else is, right? What's good with the people, man? Shout out to all the responsible people who can't handle the truth. Nah, it wasn't me. Hey, well, why do you fuck with it like that? Because if I don't, ain't nobody else is, man. He say, well, bro, if I don't, ain't nobody else is, man. You know what I'm talking about? What's good with the people, man? How's y'all doing, man? You know what I'm talking about, man? Them people look way too old to be in college. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't bullshitting with you. Who was that Xavier band, man? That lady looked hella old to be on that band squad. I ain't bullshitting with you. Yeah, that bitch looked like she was about 48 years old. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't bullshitting with you, man. But Wonderful World of Weird, man. They say, bro, what you talking about, man? Just that, the Wonderful World of Weird. Y'all know we didn't got there. You know what I'm talking about? Remember, I've been telling y'all this all the time, bro. Like, in this world, bro, it just got to the way that it got or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? All the fuck shit is cool or whatever, bro. But I told y'all in this world, bruh, everybody that I have ever seen run away, bruh, they was fucked up when they got older, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? And I was thinking, but nigga, I think I only seen one incident of myself, bruh, where I seen a bitch run away to go fuck with a nigga, bruh, and the nigga was sharp. I ain't even talking about myself. I'm gonna leave me out of this. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna leave me out of this. I ain't gonna even, you know what I'm talking about? I ain't gonna even toot my own horn, you know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna leave me out of this. Other than me, bruh, I've only seen one motherfucking incident where a bitch ran to go fuck with a nigga, bruh, and the nigga was smarter than all the grown-ups. You know what I'm talking about? And he loved the bitch, so it wasn't like he wanted it, like, he tried to get the bitch away from the grown-ups to treat her bad or some shit. No, he actually taught the bitch something. I've only seen that, other than myself, bruh. I've only seen that once. That I know of. I'm talking about, I'm not saying I ain't heard of shit. I'm just talking about shit that I've seen with my own eyes. Because we do that a lot too, bro. We'll know of something, or we've been heard something through the grapevine, but didn't see it ourselves. You know what I'm talking about? Then we'll come back. It's almost like the Loch Ness Monster or some shit like that, man. You know what I'm talking about? Then we'll come back reporting on that shit like we was there. You get what I'm saying? On some real shit. You know what I'm talking about? On some real shit. You feel what I'm saying? But they say, bro, the wonderful world of weird. Because I don't know if that's where it began. But I know that had a lot to do with it, especially the people of my generation. I know if you old and you ain't really got that much sense, there's a good chance that you had ran away from home. They say, bro, why you always say that? Because that was the first way you stunted your growth. See, because us as people, bro, we haven't liked to be told anything since we've been kids. You know what I'm talking about? So we have always tried to get away from sense. You know what I'm talking about? We have always tried to get away from the voice of reason. We have always tried to get away from shit that didn't let us do what we wanted to do, bro. You know what I'm talking about? And if you ever did that at a young age, bro, I guarantee you at an old age, you fucked up right now. If you one of the motherfuckers that ran away and you got to do whatever you wanted to do because you created a fantasy world right then and there. You got away from any responsibility or accountability, bro. And it's like you started your own little world where you didn't have to be accountable for anything. You could just do what you want to do. So that's how we started off, probably with the wonderful world of weird. You know what I'm talking about? So now you got a bunch of motherfuckers around this motherfucker that you can't. You got a bunch of motherfuckers around this motherfucker that act like white kids. You can't tell them no. You get what I'm saying? Is what we got. We got a bunch of motherfuckers who can't. Just weird, bro. The wonderful world of weird. You know what I'm talking about? The whole world act like spoiled white kids. I ain't bullshitting with you. And if I don't get my way, mom, I'm gonna sit in this floor. I'm gonna sit in the middle of this floor and cry. Now remember when we used to see that shit and talk about it? Talking about, man, white people and them kids, man, kids just fall. Remember we used to talk shit about that shit? When you was growing up, nigga, that was like an unwritten black person joke, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't bullshitting with you. That was like an unwritten black folks joke when you walk in the store and you see white people with their kids and you used to wonder, man, these motherfucking kids, man, they would have. Now we act like the same shit. You know what I'm talking about? I guess the joke is on us. I ain't bullshitting with you, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Wonderful world of weird. And we there, boy. You know what I'm talking about? I'm telling you, we there, bro, when it come to people. Because us as people, we full of shit. You know what I'm talking about? That's what we is. We full of shit. And us as people, as adults, we act like kids now. We been acting like kids for some years now. You know what I'm talking about? But we operate just like kids. So the moment you tell me something I don't want to hear, I'm gonna do some white people kid shit. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna y'all be sitting around here reading all that narcissist content, But somehow you skip over the part where you act like that shit. You know what I'm talking about? I told y'all be using that shit just for other people. Y'all don't never run that shit over yourself. So now we living in a day where I guess I could put a guilt trip on you about the shit that I did. You know what I'm talking about? Just like I told y'all when the people stole the car and they wrecked the car. Then when the people got there, they try to put a guilt trip on them. Like, man, y'all didn't even get. I could have been killed in the car. You know what I'm talking about? I didn't went into all this old fake ass shit so I can get out of how explaining why I stole y'all car and had an accident. So now I didn't put even though I'm all right, I didn't put a invisible guilt trip on you because you came here wondering why I stole the car. I didn't come here and ask you, was you all right first? You know what I'm talking about? So I don't have to be, I don't have the right to be mad about you stealing my motherfucking car. Once I get here, I got to make sure you safe first. You know what I'm talking about? And because I didn't make sure, I could see ain't nothing wrong with you with my eyes. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't in the ambulance, nothing. You know what I'm talking about? And I could see with my eyes ain't nothing wrong with you. But somehow I still got to give you this fake ass mercy. You know what I'm talking about? Because you don't want to deal with the shit that you did. Wonderful world of weird. And we just, that's the shit we doing now. And as long as we play the game like that, I'm never at fault for what I did. You get what I'm saying? As long as we playing the game like that. So I could run around here and do anything. You know what I'm talking about? Then once I wreck your car after I stole it and shit, you know what I'm talking about? I could put a guilt trip on you about you not even worry about my safety. I could have been hurt after I stole your car. So that becomes the topic. Not me stealing your car. You supposed to make sure I'm all right. Wonderful world of weird. And I just feel sorry for the people that got to deal with people in this day and age, bro. I do, because these people gonna they gonna run your nerves into the ground. You know what I'm talking about? And they gonna run your nerves into the ground about their behavior. You know what I'm talking about? Not even that you did anything. Because we living in the days once you, if you don't like something, you know what I'm talking about? Like a motherfucker making too much noise or something and you bring it to their attention somehow. You gonna be at fault. You know what I'm talking about? Somehow you gonna be at fault about their conduct. Yeah. Wonderful world of weird. And I just feel sorry for people in this day and age, bro, because we just enabling people to act like that. If that's the right word, you know, bridge with this vocabulary. You know what I'm talking about? We just giving people the ammunition to act like that, bro. You know what I'm talking about? And I remember just a couple years ago, it was just the kids acting like that. You know what I'm talking about? The kids will put a guilt trip on you and shit. The kids will block you. You know what I'm talking about? The kids will act like they shunning you. I don't want to talk to my parents and shit. That's how the kids start acting. You know what I'm talking about? A few years ago, like you had them, but somehow they was gonna get rid of you. We some straight out of comic book. You know what I'm talking about? This is the shit they teach the kids on social media, how to put your parents on punishment and shit, and all that shit. Make sure you cut your parents off, but make sure you stay in contact with your no good ass friends. This is the shit this is the game they was passing on to y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Like somehow your friends is gonna care more about you than your parents. But as y'all see, that shit didn't work. As you see, you know what I'm talking about? And what happened? Y'all went on over there with the motherfucking friends and y'all had to end up calling your parents anyway, you know what I'm talking about? Because them friends you was over there running wild with and got your ass sent to jail. Or, you know what I'm talking about? They done put your ass in a situation where you see that you needed mama and daddy. You know what I'm talking about? Because these friends wasn't cutting it. You know what I'm talking about? You need mama and daddy. Somebody that really got your motherfucking back. You see the difference now. You know what I'm talking about? But y'all can play that bullshit if you want to. But as long as this world been going, nigga, even if you ain't got a good relationship with your folks, ain't nobody got your motherfucking back like mama and daddy, nigga. Coffee Chronicles. Nobody, nigga. You know, I never seen my grandfather, my daddy. I told y'all both of my grandfathers was rich. You know what I'm talking about? I'm granddaddy now, so good. You know what I'm talking about? Both of my granddaddies was rich though. My mama daddy and my daddy. I never seen my daddy though. That nigga look just, I seen a picture of him. That nigga, man, listen, that's where we got it from. But that nigga dark skinned. That's crazy as a motherfucker. But my grandma was Creole. Coffee Chronicles. Yeah, my grandma was Creole. So I got a lot of people that look like Klay Thompson and them, Steph Curry and them, you know what I'm talking about, on my other side. Hella like they look white. I ain't bullshitting with you. And my folks come. I told y'all we gotta, I wish I knew them people. I don't even know them people, man. You know what I'm talking about? I told y'all that nigga that played for the LaDainian Thomas and my cousin, bro. I don't know that nigga. I ain't never seen that nigga. I was one of them niggas when I was little. I always wanted to see that nigga so I could tell him I'm a Raider fan. I'm one of them cousins. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm one of them cousins. Nigga, I ain't never liked that nigga team, bro. I remember, once I was kind of excited when they first told us that, you know how you'll brag like you got a famous cousin and shit even though you don't know that nigga, you know what I'm talking about? I remember I was kind of excited, Brett, till I seen that nigga in that playoff game sit on that motherfucking bench with that helmet on. Man, that nigga ain't related to me, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Nah, bro, we don't act like that. Nah, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we don't act like that, man. You know what I'm talking about? That's the other side. You know what I'm talking about? That nah, nigga, we ain't nah. I don't know nobody in my family that act like that, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? But a wonderful world of weird. It ain't no love. It ain't, folks, and it's fucked up. Yeah, for real, bro, it's fucked up. Especially if you one of them motherfuckers that got love. I seen I don't even want to say she a Nisi Poo. You know what I'm talking about? She in between. She damn near in between Nisi Poo and Auntie. She right around. You know what I'm talking about? She might have been like 33 or 33. But she was one of them Earth people. I call this a snippet of her life. You know what I'm talking about? She cool. I like little Nisi Poo, I guess. Half and half. You know what I'm talking about? Nisi Poo Auntie. But she said some shit like, and I got exactly what the fuck she was saying. She was like, it's so fucked up. We living in a world to where if you got love, like you can't even come with your love because motherfuckers is so used to everybody else being rotten and fucked up and all that. Even when you come with love, motherfuckers is looking for the motive and shit because they used to watching all these other motherfuckers, bruh. The wonderful world of weird. So even when you come with love, bruh, some people just operate like that. Not everybody, and it's very few. You know what I'm talking about? That shit real rare. But even when you come operating with love, bruh, don't nobody trust that shit. They don't, folks. I told y'all one of my best friends now, and this was years ago. They thought I was on some weird shit. I always tell y'all this. One of my best friends right now. It's one of the only niggas I done met after I left home, nigga, that's like a friend from back home, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out my nigga Scan. You know what I'm talking about? My LA nigga. Yeah, my LA nigga. Shout out my nigga, man. I remember my nigga used to tell his niggas, you know what I'm talking about? And he was like, cuz that nigga just like one of the homies. You know what I'm talking about? I used to have to be like, cuz that nigga just like one of the homies. However they be moving and shit, that's what you used to have to be like, cuz that nigga like one of the homies. That nigga be like one of the homies, cuz. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's cuz. Shout out my nigga, man. You know what I'm talking about? When I first met my niggas, they thought I was weird. You know what I'm talking about? And I remember I said, bro, it's gonna take for me to see one of y'all getting jumped to help y'all. This is gonna be for y'all understand that like this really baby cuz with the love. You know what I'm talking about? We got it straightened out. They realized this was really baby cuz with the love. You know what I'm talking about? And it's been all love ever since. Wonderful World of Weird. And it's fucked up because if you is the motherfucker that got the love in you, you just setting yourself to go get ran through the motherfucking dryer by these raggedy, the way the times is. You know what I'm talking about? And that's cold, bro, when you just operate, when you just normal, bro. You just a genuine, normal motherfucker, bro. Just like everybody used to be. You know what I'm talking about? And you can't even be that shit in the Wonderful World of Weird. I mean, you could be it, but you get what I'm saying, bro? That shit don't really, you know what I'm talking about? Just like Baby Cuz and that white bitch said, man, you know what I'm talking about? You don't get no reward for being solid, bro. You just get to know that you ain't on no sucker shit. That's the only reward you gonna get, bro. You don't get no reward for being solid, bro. You just get to live with the fact that you ain't on the sucker shit. That's it. Your shit come on the back end from the universe, though. But that ain't no shit you get up front. That's just the love you deposited in the game. You know what I'm talking about? That shit shows up sometime. That shit show up at odd times, bro. You know what I'm talking about? When that shit come on the back end, you'll be in Louisiana somewhere, ran out of gas, bro. A motherfucker just push up on you, nigga, give you $300. You know what I'm talking about? That shit come like that in spurts, bro. You know what I'm talking about? On random shit. But the Wonderful World of Weird. And we, in these times right here, bro, it's impossible. It's gonna be damn near impossible for y'all to change. You know what I'm talking about? I'll be I like listening to just certain shit. You know what I'm talking about? Not all knowledge. You know what I'm talking about? I learn how to balance it out. You know what I'm talking about? I just make sure that bullshit ain't the last shit I put on my mind. So even if I am watching some bullshit for a little, I never watch. I always watch bullshit first, bro. I watch bullshit first, then I get into sports, then I get into information. You know what I'm talking about? On some real shit. Bullshit get the least of my time. And I don't even be watching everybody bullshit, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I be watching like Bay Area bullshit. I told you I don't keep up with the world's bullshit. I might keep up with the Bay bullshit. I don't keep up with the world bullshit though. Coffee Chronicles. Then I go check out sports. Then I go check out information. But I posted that shit. When OG say, and that was some cold game, bruh. And just the look on that nigga face, folks. You like, I don't know, bruh. When you wise and you just done been through it, bruh, it's just the look on your face, folks. You can just tell a lot by looking in the motherfucker's eyes and face, bro. You can tell if a nigga lying. You can tell if a nigga serious. You can tell if a nigga scared. You can tell if a nigga scared, but he's still gonna go. You know what I'm talking? You can tell all that shit, bro. You know what I'm talking about? The toughest nigga gonna get a little bit nervous. But you can tell when the nigga nervous and he still finna rock, bro. Then when the nigga just scared and you can fire on him and he ain't gonna do nothing, bro. I'm telling you, folks. I'm telling you, it's just the look a nigga got on his face, bro. This nigga might be nervous as a motherfucker, but he ain't going for it. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, he ain't going for it. You know what I'm talking about? Wonderful World of Weird. Y'all done introduced us to this motherfucking nigga. This shit is, it makes no sense. Not even a little bit. You know what I'm talking about? We living in a fucked up day. We living in a day where y'all fight y'all growth, bruh. Y'all want to be the same shit. You know what I'm talking about? That shit ain't gonna get, you'll never be able to build anything staying the same way, folks. Now, there's ways you could change and stay the same. You know what I'm talking about? I hate that I gotta just clarify everything, bro. Because if I don't, nigga, I'm telling you, bro, y'all think I'll be bullshitting. I get 2 to 3 phone calls in the real world. Where motherfuckers love to make me contradict myself on the real. They'll watch my videos. They stay watching my videos. And they'll call me. They'll talk about something I said 3 years ago. Bro, you said this and you did. All right, bro. You know what I'm talking about? You get it. You know what I'm talking about? You know, baby, cuz in the real world. Yeah, you know, baby, cuz in the real world. You know what I'm talking about? That's why when I be making some of them rap songs, you know what I'm talking about, motherfuckers be loving me for that shit. You know what I'm talking about? You can go back and watch that 10-hour live, you know what I'm talking about? When shout out Slim and Miss Mocha, you know what I'm talking about? Nigga, I just seen like yesterday, nigga, I seen the whole turf. Nigga, I seen somebody look like Miss Mocha. Nigga, I seen, y'all showed y'all that nigga I seen that look like Z, nigga, and I seen the motherfucker look like Bo Lazy. I said, damn, nigga, this must be national niggas that look like, national look like niggas from your turf day, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't bullshitting with you. Nigga, it was like I seen the whole firm yesterday, nigga. And that nigga that looked like Z, that nigga had on all that 49er shit. I swear I thought that was my nigga. I ain't bullshitting with you. It's on my live though, y'all. The one yesterday, man, bending corners. So anybody from the turf, man, I don't know what, you could just fast forward that shit. We was at a stop sign, no. You know what I'm talking about? There was a nigga with some 49er gear on, looked just like that nigga Z, them glasses he be wearing and everything, the way my nigga be having this hat. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out the team. Yeah, shout out the team. But Wonderful World of Weird. You know what I'm talking about? I never thought that I would see a day like this, folks. And I know I always say that, but y'all just don't get it. Because y'all wasn't here to see this shit before. You know what I'm talking about? I'm going to say we had the best generation, bruh. I am. I'm going to say we had the best generation, bruh. We still was a little bit militant. We got a chance to get a lot of that money. We was cool, bruh. We got a chance to grow up around players and shit. You know what I'm talking about? And even if you wasn't a player, you had to hide your sucker. Because being a sucker wasn't cool, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? That's how they had songs like PH Balance by Rappin' Ron and them, man, Dilly Dog and them, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you was looked down upon. That shit wasn't celebrated, nigga, you know what I'm talking about? So even if you was on some sucker shit, nigga, you used to hide that shit. You wasn't on the forefront with that shit, bruh. Because it wasn't cool. You couldn't run around, nigga. Scream out the top of your lungs that you finna call the police on the nigga and see what happened to your ass. Yeah, with none of that whole shit running around. I mean, it was whole shit running around, bro, but that shit wasn't celebrated, bro. So niggas hid they whole shit. And whoever did the whole shit, nigga, they stuck out like a sore thumb. Nigga, you knew who it was, nigga. You was shunned. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody knew you was on that whole shit. You know what I'm talking about? Because it wasn't celebrated. No, it wasn't. Wonderful World of Weird. Coffee Chronicles. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you didn't. Wonderful World of Weird, bro. Just like I told you, bro. Look at the dynamic now, bro. You used to have to worry about the dirty police and shit, the games that the DA and all them was gonna play for with you. You know what I'm talking about? All them dirty tricks, bro. Just like they did Tata. You know what I'm talking about? And a bunch of other niggas, bro. You know what I'm talking about? All that illegal shit they do. You know what I'm talking about? The reason they kicked that bitch Jackie Glass off the stand, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Because her facial expressions, why motherfuckers be up there giving testimony and shit. And this bitch be up there, you know what I'm talking about, looking, influencing the motherfucking jury by her face, all them little dirty tricks right there and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Because when you go to trial, it's that jury. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it be that jury. Yeah, it be what that jury say. You know what I'm talking about? So motherfuckers be influencing that jury. You know what I'm talking about? But you know what's cold about that? If you was to say something to one of the motherfucking juries, or you try to do, nigga, they'll send you to jail, nigga, for tampering with the motherfucking the jury, nigga. Coffee Chronicles. You'll go to jail for the same shit they don't even get in trouble for. And they didn't implemented a cold brainwashing in on us, bruh. Now you used to have to worry about shit like that, folks. You know what I'm talking about? Look what you got to worry about now, bruh. Now niggas, the self-proclaimed street niggas, claim they part of the game or something, bruh. They done put a thought in your head that attention, these views, this engagement is more important than us fucking with the people. That's why it's a disconnect right now, bruh. Because they done gave you a new toy to play with that you can get some attention from. Mama watch me do a backflip face having ass nigga. Mama watch this. You know what I'm talking about? They done gave you a new toy where you get some attention from. And that attention, all that do something to you. You know all that narcissist shit y'all be reading and talking about? You know what's narcissistic, or however you say that shit, you know how I am with my vocabulary. You know what I'm talking about, bruh. You know it's narcissistic? Getting a joy from this motherfucking invisible attention. You know what I'm talking about? You're getting the pleasure from this invisible attention. Posting shit and getting happy that, you know what I'm talking about? That's part of the narcissist. You get what I'm saying? All that invisible shit, bro. You know what I'm talking about? So if you get happy that you get a lot of views, bro. If you get happy that you get a lot of views off that narcissist content you making, you know what I'm talking about? You might want to look in the mirror, man. You niggas so straight out of comic book, blood. Wonderful world of weird. I ain't never seen no shit like this, bro. As people, y'all don't want to, you don't want to move the needle on yourself. You don't. As people, we full of shit. We'll tell you anything, but if you just watch our actions, we be comfortable where we at. You know what I'm talking about? Because us as people, not everybody, but this type of person, we want to be in a position where we could get away with us. That's why they say birds of a feather flock together. That's what we really be doing, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Because as people, we really don't be giving a fuck about you. This is why you gotta watch yourself. This is why I told you, sis, not really so much of a nigga. If you a nigga, you should just have, I don't know, you should just have something about yourself that, a superior sense. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? If you a nigga, bro. Coffee Chronicles, you should just have a superior sense to you. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you should just have a superior, you should just have a superior sense to you. But if you a bitch, man, you'll know if a motherfucker giving you real game. You know what I'm talking about? Like I said, a motherfucker, if they tell you something, bro, but you only can use that shit for them, or that shit only gonna benefit them, you know what I'm talking about? They might be trying to just run you into their game. Now, if a motherfucker tell you something that you could use, whether you around them, what part of the world you in, it don't matter. You can always use this. That might be a motherfucker that care about you. You know what I'm talking about? But we so goofy, we don't understand that. We don't understand when somebody trying to tell us something good, because if it's something that we don't want to hear, bro, we gon', in our head, we gonna do like a hoe. You know what I'm talking about? We gonna change that shit into an attack on us some kind of way. You know what I'm talking about? Because if you tell us something we don't want to hear, bro, we're automatically gonna turn that into an attack on me. You know what I'm talking about? Because that's how boosie we done gotten. The wonderful world of weird. We out here and we say shit like, I don't know why y'all think it's a high side to say you going to see a therapist. Coffee Chronicles. I don't know why y'all think that's so much of a high side. Because in your head, you act like you trying to show people that you working on yourself. But in a normal motherfucker's head, why would you even need help to work on yourself? That's not nothing to high side with. You know what I'm talking about? That's really showing signs that you might not be all there, that your ass is broken like a dropping egg, if that's the right vocabulary. You know how I am with mine, bruh. Lil, why do you fuck with it like that, nigga? Because if I know there ain't nobody else is, man. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out my nigga Big Josh. You know what I'm talking about? Coffee Chronicles, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, shout out my nigga Big Josh, man. All right, hey, you went back and listened to that. God forgive me if you ain't heard, baby, cuz God forgive me, go on and check me out. He was like, bruh, this motherfucker right here goes so hard. You know what I'm talking about? You know how bruh is with that rap. You know what I'm talking about? Bruh. God damn, Lil, why do you fuck with it like that? Because if I know there ain't nobody else is, right? You know what I'm talking about? See, cause you don't get that many incentives, but that wasn't even the word I was looking for. But you don't get that many incentives, bruh. You know what I'm talking about, for knowing yourself and shit. But one that I have, you know what I'm talking about, I always keep my spirit, bruh. Always, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? I'll always be whole, bruh. You ain't gonna crack me or my spirit. I might feel a lot of whack here and there, you know what I'm talking about? I was hella agitated when my mama passed. I ain't bullshitting with you. For a minute. You know what I'm talking about? I'm still trying to get back. That was a hard one to, yeah, that's a hard pill to swallow, folks. Especially in times of crises and shit, you know what I'm talking about? Especially when you need somebody, you know what I'm talking about? You need somebody to talk to, or you know what I'm talking about? That shit is a hard pill to swallow, bruh. Wonderful, real to weird. You know what I'm talking about? But they ain't never, you ain't gonna make baby cuz lose his spirit. You know what I'm talking about? You'll never find another me. Coffee Chronicles. And on this wonderful real to weird, bruh, we just then got to a motherfucking point to where, yeah, I think we beyond repair. Cause we like acting like a kid, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Us as people, we don't listen to anything that you say. We don't. And this is how everything comes about. Because you be trying to tell us something that I'm not listening to. So the shit that you was trying to tell us, we keep doing it. You just kept on trying to tell us don't feed the baby peanut butter. You know what I'm talking about? But we keep making the baby peanut butter sandwiches because we not listening to you. You know what I'm talking about? But you keep on telling us this. The baby keep on breaking out because you keep on acting, but you ain't never heard that the baby is allergic to peanut butter. Because you trying to say what you trying to say. And that's how everything comes about. You know what I'm talking about? Man, with all this AI shit going on, I don't even believe none of this shit. You know what I'm talking about? They'll just show your ass a picture nowadays, bro. Have your ass believing that shit. Nigga, that shit just like they did with the moon. Yeah, just have your ass watching anything, bro. How you fucked up, bro. That's why you gotta get in your own world. Cause everything else is smoke and mirrors. You know what I'm talking about? Be the controller of your own world, bro. That's the only thing you're gonna be able to control anyway, you. You ain't gonna be able to control people. You ain't gonna be able to control the way people act. You know what I'm talking about? Do you realize us as people, we waste the most of our time, bruh. From family members, kids, all that, trying to control the way somebody else act. Because I think we really have I think we got a secret fetish to play God. I ain't bullshitting with you. I think a lot of us had kids so we could have somebody to control. Coffee Chronicles. Because nobody else really listens to us. Wonderful world of weird. You know what I'm talking about? And shit, I don't even know where we go from here. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna continue to be me. But on some real shit, this world is full of shit. Wonderful world of weird. Because you get celebrated and shit for doing weird shit now. You get what I'm saying? You could play the game higher, nigga. We in the Royal Rumble, but one of them ones where you could just bring anything to the ring. We in that motherfucker. And even if I do something that's out of pocket, I get to put a guilt trip on you. You know what I'm talking about? That's how people always end up coming full circle back to their bullshit. You know what I'm talking about? Out here playing. You not gonna get nothing playing. That's what we don't understand. You know what I'm talking about? Because we act like we not gonna die. You know what I'm talking about? So you act like running around here playing, keep putting yourself in bad situations for years at a time. You're gonna look up and you're gonna be old, bro, with nothing but a bunch of memories of bad situations you done put yourself in about playing. You ain't gonna get nothing done. Nothing. So you gonna spend all that motherfucking time and ain't nothing gonna get done, bro. So all you done did is just waste your time playing. Because all we want to do is what we want to do. We try to create the world to where it's a fantasy. You get what I'm saying? And when it's a fantasy, I don't never have to be responsible for anything. I can just run around here and do anything I want to do. Life don't work like that. I told y'all used to be in that grandma house. That's just how y'all act, folks. This is just how y'all act in the real world. Grandma house. You know, you can go over there, grandma gonna give you all kind of sweets. You know what I'm talking about? You can stay up past your bedtime. You be over there cursing. Grandma ain't tripping, you know what I'm talking about? That's why you was only able to go over there on the weekend. You know what I'm talking about? But this is the bullshit we be on. Just on some real shit. This is the bullshit we be on. We try to guilt trip our way to getting what we want. You know what I'm talking about? So even if I broke your window, and you say, bro, why you threw a rock at my window, man? You know what I'm talking about? I act like I ain't gonna even talk to you no more then. You know what I'm talking about? So I can put the guilt trip on you about what I did. Shit just kid shit, folks. It is. If somebody repeatedly asking you the same thing about your character, it's just like somebody told you don't smoke in their motherfucking car, but you keep on finding reasons to smoke in their car. You know what I'm talking about? And you say, bro, why the fuck you keep smoking in my car? Then the motherfucker turn around and say, bro, this won't even be coming over here. You always tripping. Now I'm tripping because I've asked you several times not to smoke in my car. So it's fuck me and my property. Do you get what I'm saying? And this is how we try to run the game. You know what I'm talking about? So now you ain't gonna talk to me because I won't let you smoke in my car. So we only could be cool if I let you smoke in my car. The game just gotta be your way. Wonderful world of weird. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't doing nothing but fighting your growth, bro. You ain't gonna do nothing but you gonna make yourself slow. You gonna make yourself slow. You gonna stay slow. And you gonna reduce yourself to the mind of a fucking kid. You know what I'm talking about? You gonna that's why people go see therapists and shit. I told y'all, bro. The therapist takes the place of, remember when Auntie used to feign shit? Be still looking at you with one eye and shit. Every time she don't want to be accountable or something. She act like her blood pressure done ran high. She just fainted and all that shit, still trying to get attention and shit over there, looking with one eye. That's what the psychiatrist is equivalent to, bruh. That special motherfucker. You remember, y'all know these old childish motherfuckers that act like they got a reserved person that can only calm them down. This is what they done put in y'all head. So every time they get mad, you gotta call Aunt. You gotta call Aunt Betty. You know what I'm talking about? Betty, come over here. You know what I'm talking about? That special person only, come on, baby. Now, you know what I'm talking about? The person they like, that's the only person that can calm them down. Call the police and see what happened. Call the police and see if they calm down in. We something straight out of the comic book, bruh. The games we will play in real life. Wonderful world of weird. Just big ass kids, folks. Wonderful world of weird. That same motherfucker that act like only Auntie Betty could calm them down. Watch how they get sense when the police come. Aunt Betty ain't the only one that could calm them down. Whip out. Yeah, Aunt Betty ain't the only one that could calm them down. You know what I'm talking about? This is the illusion they done put in your head, though. But that's what the therapist is, Aunt Betty. They got the special person that could go to them. You know what I'm talking about? When they out here rude and they done did all this shit, you could run back to the therapist and tell them how people reacted to the way you did. And when you talking to the therapist, you could be like, somebody, all I said was, you know what I'm talking about? And you gonna act like you just said it like that. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't gonna even, this is why we full of shit. But you gonna go over here and run to that site, to that therapist. You know what I'm talking about? Because that's Aunt Betty now. So they can pat you on your back. Oh, calm down. You know what I'm talking about? That's your special person. And y'all be running around here high-siding with that shit. Like you working on yourself. You ain't working on yourself, bro. You just got somebody else to agree with you. You done made the therapist your personal friend. That's your special person. That's Aunt Betty now. But you been going to see that motherfucker for the last 5, 6 years. You ain't getting better. That's just your personal friend now, you goofy motherfucker. It's impossible for y'all to get better because you don't want to be wrong. You know what I'm talking about? That's why you can't get better. Because you got a rationalization and a justification for every motherfucking thing you do. Everything you do, just look at the shit you do. If you was getting better, the shit you do wouldn't even be in your head still. The way you feel about shit, the way you see shit, you're not getting better. You know what I'm talking about? You just over there with your personal friend, Aunt Betty. Wonderful world of weird. That's why you motherfuckers don't understand real when you looking at it. Because y'all used to being in them circles of fake. You know what I'm talking about? That's why even when a real motherfucker come around this motherfucker, you know what I'm talking about? Y'all still trying to make that shit out to be fake. Because you're used to fake. You know what I'm talking about? You used to this shit everybody else do. I've been telling y'all this. That's why it ain't cool just to get to hanging around motherfuckers. Because you don't know who these motherfuckers been around. These niggas came from one of them circles where they be over there robbing their partners and shit. You know what I'm talking about? So this normal to them. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't no telling what the fuck somebody else be indulging in, folks. Cause we ain't in the solid no more. We practice bullshit. So we just trying to sit around and explain to you why we did something. We ain't trying to change what we do. We just trying to tell you the reason why we keep doing this fuck shit. Wonderful world of weird. I'd rather be slow. You know what I'm talking about? Than listen to somebody. That's all right. See what being slow get your motherfucking ass. See what trying to get away with all those, it just be bullshit, folks. It's kid shit. All this shit boils down to I want to do what I want to do, and you better listen to what I say. You know what I'm talking about? And notice the motherfuckers that's like that always got a problem. The motherfuckers that's like that, bro, they always got a problem with some shit that they don't want to do. You get what I'm saying? On some real shit. The motherfuckers that's like that always got a problem. The motherfucker who always got a problem with motherfuckers that's talking about people is always talking about people. You know what I'm talking about? The motherfucker who got a problem, they always worried about a bitch or a nigga is because when they buy they self, motherfuckers look out for the shit they do. This is the shit they do. They be talking to hella niggas and bitches. You know what I'm talking about in the background. So they look out for, they know how they is. You know what I'm talking about? So of course you like that. That's why motherfuckers say, man, everybody do this shit, man. You don't get the fuck out of here. No, they don't. You be generalizing that shit to make yourself feel better. They be saying that shit about YouTube. Man, everybody do that. No, they don't. I don't do that shit. Everybody don't do that shit. Nigga, you do that shit. You and the rest of the motherfuckers that do that shit. Everybody don't do that shit, bro. That's you. And that's what you got to tell yourself to feel better about that bullshit you doing. You know what I'm talking about? Why do we got to say everybody doing? Whatever I do, I do. I don't give a fuck who doing it or not, nigga. I don't need no help. I don't need to generalize and bring a lot of people. Nigga, I'm just going to do what the fuck I do, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? That's what make bread. I don't need a bunch of motherfuckers to come with me to justify what I'm doing. Fuck y'all, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Yo, bro got the golden touch, nigga. Whatever I touch, nigga, I'ma make that shit look, you know what I'm talking about, clean. You know what I'm talking about, man? Yeah, I just look like that nigga, don't I? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I ain't worried about that shit, bro. I don't feel inadequate, and I gotta prove that hella other people doing what I'm doing to make this shit that I'm doing look cool, nigga. I'm doing what it is I'm doing, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? And that's just it. You know what I'm talking about? On some real shit. We play too much. Wonderful World of Weird. So if you one of them real motherfuckers, bro, you ain't got to tone down your solid. You don't. Just be solid, bro. You know what I'm talking about? If another motherfucker weird, if another motherfucker fake, bro, you just lead them to their fake, folks. You know what I'm talking about? Lead them to their fake. Lead them to this, this shit they doing now. You know what I'm talking about? Leave them to that shit, folks. Fuck my thing, let's go. You feel me? Leave them to that shit. Cause niggas weird. You know what I'm talking about? We living in a day where ain't nobody doing nothing, so they watch you. You know what I'm talking about? Motherfuckers watch you. You know what I'm talking about? Criticizing and critiquing. You should have did this. This Boosie. A mouth full of you trying to talk what you doing down. You know what I'm talking about? Why they doing nothing? Motherfuckers ain't even got the heart to be them, nigga. Motherfuckers is embarrassed to be them, nigga. Motherfuckers worried about if they got a mark on their face. You know what I'm talking about? If I got a haircut, nigga, the clothes I got on, nigga, they need all that to be them, nigga. Cause they give a fuck about what y'all think, nigga. Nigga, fuck y'all, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? This bread, nigga. Bruh, you know what I'm talking about? I just look like that nigga, don't I? You know what I'm talking about? Y'all don't think enough of yourself. Y'all think too much of other people, nigga. You don't think enough of yourself, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? It ain't what you think about me. It's what I know about myself, nigga. Bruh, you know what I'm talking about? Wonderful World of Weird. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, y'all care what people think about you, nigga. You so worried about what people think about you, you don't think nothing of your motherfucking self, nigga. The next nigga gotta think something about you before you feel good about yourself. You don't get the fuck out of here. Nigga, fuck all y'all. And I mean all of you. You know what I'm talking about, nigga? Nigga, something straight out of comic book. You know what I'm talking about? Straight out of comic book, folks. Better learn how to be your motherfucking self. Real proud with it, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? All y'all worry about is what the next motherfucker going, man. Y'all something straight out of comic book, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Wonderful World of Weird, though. Don't let nobody bother you with that weird shit, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta, even though it be hard sometimes, bruh, you gotta realize what the fuck you looking at, folks. You know what I'm talking about? You feel me? On some real shit. That nigga be fucking with it. Bruno Mars. I ain't bullshitting with you. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga be fucking with it, bruh. And I ain't even one of the nigga fans like that, you know what I'm talking about? But when it just come to fucking with it, then you know what I'm talking about? That nigga be fucking with it. But yeah, man. You gotta see what it is, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Because we living in a day where, like, I'm gonna make you accept this shit that I am. You know what I'm talking about? We living in that day right there. They listening to everybody because everybody just gives theyself credit for being a good person. You get what I'm saying? That's your first mistake. See, when you keep saying that you a good person, bruh, you will believe that shit in your head, bruh, and you'll overlook all that shit that good people don't do. You know what I'm talking about? That you be doing. All that little fuck shit. Good people don't really be jealous and envious and shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? Good, good people could be happy for you and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Good people could see where they wrong at. They could see where they bad at. You know what I'm talking about? It ain't all about proving a point. You get what I'm saying? But we everybody starts off like right there. Nobody wants to recognize they fuck ways and the shit they need to change about themselves. Because if you had to change something about yourself, that'd mean that you was wrong somewhere. You know what I'm talking about? And we don't like to be wrong. We like to be right. So we running around just getting the same, like ain't nothing changed, bruh. Still acting like the same kid. Because we operate off guilt trips and shit. You know what I'm talking about? I operate off just like the little kids. You know what I'm talking about? They got y'all in there. I'll just block you. You know what I'm talking about? Like that's gonna do something for you. I'm finna get up out of here. I'm glad I said that, bruh. Because I really heard this shit 5 years ago from OG. And when I heard that shit, I thought that was the dumbest shit I had ever heard. You know what I'm talking about? And I don't really think motherfuckers even be but I've been hearing motherfuckers repeat this shit, but he was the first person I heard say that shit. And they talking about how motherfuckers get rid of people. And motherfuckers sit up here and they want you to believe like they really be having a funeral for these people. And this is how, so in their head, this is how you dead to somebody. Now this is what they said. They said when they stop fucking with somebody, they have a funeral for them. Like they dress up in church clothes and all this shit. They mourn, they cry. This is what they want you to believe they do. Now let me tell you something. If you done did some fantasy shit like that in real life, it shows you ain't forgot about somebody at all, bro. Why would, like, if you trying to stop fucking with somebody, why would you even, you know how much a funeral costs? And you trying to stop fucking with somebody. Why would you go through all this invisible why would you try to lie to yourself that they alive, bro? Why would you even put that on them people? Do you think God would approve of that? You having a funeral for somebody that's alive? The fantasy games we'll play. The shit we'll come tell y'all. But do you believe they be doing that shit in real life? They dress up in church clothes, bruh. They mourn the people, mama and all that. You know what I'm talking about? They crying. All this just to stop fucking with somebody. They done threw them a funeral. Do you know how much funerals cost? Now let me ask you something. If you trying to stop fucking with somebody, why would you give it that much attention? Why do you got to do all that? Why not just delete their number, delete whatever on social media, but why you could just do that and go on with your life? Why do we got to throw a motherfucker a funeral? We play too much, bruh. We will repeat anything. And as you'll see, most of these people be lying. And we'll repeat some other people's lies. You know what I'm talking about, bruh? We dress up in church clothes, bruh, and throw these people a funeral that's still living. So what happens when you see the people again? I guess we in a zombie movie now, Return of the Living Dead looking at it. Y'all something straight out of comic book, bruh. Sure you do. Wonderful world of weird. The fantasy games we'll play. You know how you stop fucking with somebody, stop fucking with them? You know what I'm talking about? But this is just how weak we is. When motherfuckers say shit like that, y'all remind me of the motherfucking bitch that always trying to keep distance from you because she knows she a freak. So if she was around you, she knows she'll give some pussy up. So she don't want to be around the motherfucker because she know herself. You know what I'm talking about? That shit don't even make no sense, bruh. The games we play. You know what I'm talking about? Be who you is. Y'all scared to do that. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all scared to be who you is because y'all worry what everybody else would think about it. Y'all something straight out of comic book. That's how you know you don't think much of yourself. On some real shit. This is how you know we are embarrassed by the shit we have done. You know what I'm talking about? We don't want nobody else to see it because we get they teasing me. You niggas on straight out of comic book blood. Y'all worried about what somebody gonna say about you when you gonna die, nigga. Y'all something straight out of comic book, bruh. That shit irritates, bruh. Kid shit irritates, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Because I'm grown. You know what I'm talking about? Like, my mind is advanced. I just hate kid shit, folks. You know what I'm talking about? I told y'all slow slick to me. I hate motherfuckers coming around, beating around the bush, and you ain't got to do all that, bro. We could just say what it is. You know what I'm talking about? I don't do all that undercover. I don't do that shit, bro. That shit irritating to me. It's like dealing with my grandkids. You know what I'm talking about? Grandpa, it's hot. You look like you want some ice cream. Do you want some ice cream, mama? You ain't got to do all that shit. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't got to do all that shit, bro. You want some ice cream? You know what I'm talking about? I don't like all that soft talk. I don't like all that shit, bro. All that con man shit. I don't like that shit, bro. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't got to beat around the bush. Just say what you want. Say what you don't. You know what I'm talking about? On some real shit. Wonderful world of weird. But you don't even want to be yourself no more. They got you embarrassed to be yourself. You know what I'm talking about? You want to be something that everybody gonna talk about. You know what I'm talking about? You want the spotlight. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you want the spotlight. Something straight out of the comic book, bro. Wonderful world of weird. But y'all done made that shit normal. Y'all done made whole shit normal. What you doing? Yeah, y'all done made police shit normal. Y'all just done made all this bullshit normal, folks. Y'all done made acting like a whole normal. You know what I'm talking about? You done made not being responsible or accountable for yourself normal. That's what y'all done made normal. With all the rationalizations and hype, all these conversations and shit. Nigga, you did what you did, bruh. Period. Everybody. Everybody, bruh. What happened is just what happened. You did what you did, bruh. On some real shit. But the shit we do, bruh, we don't want to look at what we is. We just want you to accept what we is, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Because changing my ways is too much. Because I've been this way too long. So I just want you to deal with it. You know what I'm talking about? And I told you, that's how people get burnt up. And bruh finna get on the party here. Man, I've been on this motherfucker for an hour, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm finna get on the party here. But that's what happens to us as people. We let other people burn us out, then we go burn other people out. That's exactly what we do, bruh. You'll be sitting around somewhere, you'll be doing everything, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Just wishing you had a break. You'll go get your break and then go get lazy when you was just doing everything. You won't even help the break. You get what I'm saying? You'll sit there and act like the break you got, that was God just giving you a relief. So you'll sit there and put the same pressure on the motherfucker that you just got tired of. But what do I know? Only you could prevent forest fires, man. With that one right there, you don't remember nothing else. Always remember it don't cost nothing. Just to show a little bit of love.